Check out when I hit the light mode. Ah! So for today, we're gonna be making the world's brightest light mode. So the idea here is you have a switch on the side of your monitor, light mode or dark mode. Doesn't matter what you even set the application in, because the screen itself is gonna dictate how bright or dark the thing is really going to be. I'm gonna modify a monitor and take the backlight out of the LCD and put in an ultra bright LED panel backlight so that it absolutely flashbangs you when you flick the light mode on. This is gonna be a DIY lithography panel. It's kind of like that, ain't it? And we're also, as an additional thing, so people may not know, but from past projects, all the lights in this basement are connected to relays. So I can also tap into the basement lights and have it flick them on or off depending on whether it's dark mode or light mode, which will add some extra zing to the experience here. Are you using LCD or LED? LCD. LED doesn't have a backlight, so you can't really do this. So, what cheap-ass monitor do you think we're gonna be doing it on? Well, I showed a Lenovo model in the intro screen. But that's not our first choice. That monitor is only if we fuck up and break the first one. The first one, I've gotten a high quality Skitfari monitor. A 15.6 inch Skitfari. So you know this shit's gonna be the highest quality imaginable. Also, they did the like ThinkPad thing where they dot the eyes with red. I'm not used to getting stuff where they fucking like advertise it like this. Normally these knockoff brands, they hide their fucking shame and they barely put the brand on it. This one has a massive gouge, so I got it as a Amazon warehouse return, which means I got it for a significant discount. And when you see what it looks like, you'll realize why it wasn't that expensive to begin with. It's actually, like, impressive that I was able to find a monitor this shitty. Because, like, most monitors that look like this have not been around for a while. Look at this shit, man. It's got this thick-ass... It's fucking cracked! What the hell? Inspected by Amazon for quality assurance. Motherfucker, it's got a big-ass crack in it. I don't think that's gonna, like, affect it. But that's crazy that they allowed that to ship. This is the cheapest piece of shit. You want to guess how much this thing costs? All right, first of all, do you want to guess what the asking price, if I didn't get it used, was? Or if I didn't get it as an Amazon return? $20, $25, $10, $10? You'd think so, wouldn't ya? No, the asking price for this monitor, if it wasn't an Amazon return, was $70. $70 for this monitor. Now, for comparison, the Lenovo monitor that I'm looking at over here, which is bigger, it's a 22-inch monitor versus this 15.5 inch, was also $70. So, I don't know what they're smoking, man. There's no way this has decent color definition. It's got a big fuck-ass crack, so I only paid $50 for this one, which is still too much, in my opinion. Let me make sure the LCD isn't cracked. I'm not gonna go through all the trouble of building the thing if it's gonna be cracked before I even fucking run it. Because I'm already gonna have to take it apart and do shit that can very easily damage it. It's bent. Oh my gosh, you're right, it is fucking bent. Did they ship me a broken monitor? Nah. Dude, I've never seen one flex its, like, D-tier name this much. I'm gonna be real, it doesn't even look that bad. It looks surprisingly not that washed out. It's a sick crease, bro. Look how fucking, it is fucking bent. Now, there's also the other thing. This monitor says LED, but the product description says LCD. And if I had to guess, it's not an LED model. I'm pretty sure it's an LCD monitor that has LED backlighting, and they're kind of being cheeky and trying to get you to not look into it too much. because they do that a lot. Has a VGA input, not too bad. A lot of things don't have that anymore. It's also because it's old and kind of shitty. Nowhere does it really say what kind of monitor it is. I'm assuming it's an LCD. Yeah, LED means the backlight. And if it was LED, like, display, it would cost more than this. Because OLED displays are fucking expensive, brother. This shit is broken, dog. What the fuck is this? Do you guys see this? There's been, like, plastic cut out. And that was not from me snipping the tabs to get in here, either. Someone's been in here, man. They opened up the damn display. Someone's already this is the most... I'll give you this. I'm glad I chose this cheap-ass monitor, because look how little there is in here. There's fucking nothing in this thing, dude. Not even any ribbon cables. I ain't gotta worry about accidentally severing a little ribbon cable. It's all nice big chunky, like, Molex connectors. I want to show you guys. Okay, first of all, I know that this isn't the point of the stream, but, like, first of all, this is your wall mount. Typically, inside, you go through the holes, and then inside, there's a metal plate that mounts to, like, the load-bearing part of the monitor. Here, it's just the cheap plastic backing. The cheap plastic backing that is held on entirely with plastic clips. That is all you're holding on to with this. If your cables are heavy, you could very easily rip the front off the fucking monitor. That's fine. I'm sure it's okay. I don't think you're gonna, like, torque the front off. It's just crazy how heavy it is. How heavy is the monitor? It's not that heavy. That's why they can get away with it. Look over here, though, man. This is like some kind of standoff. It's been sanded down here, and with a little, like, factory pad over it. So that's probably done at the factory. Broken / sanded off here and here and here. They're reusing, like, an older injection mold on this, which is kind of whack. They gave 0 fucks when making this. I am willing to guarantee you this shit was on, like, Alibaba or something for $15. And then they flipped around and sold it for $70 on American Amazon. I can't hate the hustle, man. They're just making a buck. All right, now these little thin ribbon cables there, we gotta be careful there. Does this have a release of some sort? I have 2 backup screens, technically, in case I fuck this up. But I think I can do it without fucking up the ribbons. There we go. Look how, like, routed this one is. This is, like, completely free now. We can take it out. Put it over here. I think this is probably the power cable for the LED. The LEDs that light it. That also comes out. Alright, plugs there to there. Let's see, is this just tape? Yes. Sometimes the tape hides, like, traces under it. You're more delicate with electronics than I expected. You're an electrical engineer, right? I can see little lips here, like this guy here. I think I might need to pop him out. Maybe here as well. Everything else about this is so clean that I really don't want to accidentally break this one, because the Lenovo one is going to be harder to deal with because it's a better monitor, and the better the monitor is, the more challenging it's gonna be to take it apart. I'm not even kidding. Those need to be retained really close. I'm looking for more metal tabs around the edge. That's what's probably holding it together. There's another one there. All right, hang on a second. Very gentle now. Okay, hang on. I don't want to tear these ribbon cables, but this is the backlight. Yes. Okay, this is the LCD. This is the actual, like, screen panel. I should be able to see my hand through it. Yeah. All right, this is the part that is actually controlled as the screen. We've done what we need to do. Now, we need to secure this into the frame so that it doesn't fucking break. We can take the glass out. Now, I don't really want to build a new frame. Now what? That's an excellent question, my friend. Take this off. This is what we're going to be building our backlight out of. These are 200-watt LED panels. They're pretty strong. I'll show you all what their brightness is. They have a little receiver so that you can control them with this little RF control. Two 100-watt, like two 100-watt lights, meaning 200 watts of total draw. What voltage are you driving them at? They can be driven at 12 to 24 because there's a little driver integrated there to regulate down. I'm driving them right now on the test bench. I'm driving them at 16, but we're probably going to be driving them at 24 on the thing. And if I activate it... Oh, wait, I forgot I connected this to the wrong ground. Ah, there we go. Ah, turn that off real fast. All right, so the idea is that we're going to have two of these right behind it, and then some reflectors to really blast ass. Now that we've moved the screen out of here and we know that it works, we can focus on building the frame, which is kind of the important part here. That's 25%, 50%, 100%. Except it isn't actually 100% because it's maxing out my power supply at 70 watts and it's not able to draw the full 100. Running both of these is gonna max it out even more because, I mean, it's gonna try to draw 200 total cumulative watts. It gets so bright you can see the camera scan lines. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Hang on a second. I hope... So these are two separate panels. They both have RF controls. I'm hoping one RF controller can serve both of them. Ah, but what the fuck mode is it in, dog? Alright, good news. It controls both of them. Oh, wait. Shit. Hang on, wait. They're out of sync. The power button turns one on and not the other. Motherfucker! They keep going out of sync! Oh, it's because they overdraw the current. This is at 25%. Wow, the pulse width modulation really makes the frame rate go. Holy shit, I can't look at it. Drain capabilities. I wouldn't have guessed if I had them, like, laying around and was selecting them for this. I'm gonna put a fat solder lug on there, and then we need one on the other side as well. And we gotta get... Now we need to build an enclosure for this before we start mounting stuff up. This will just allow me to connect these easier. We could base it on... We could take the metal frame from the original, slide these in. We don't want this to be right up against the back, though. That would be pretty... That would, like, melt the screen. It would definitely do something bad to it. It'd cook it in some way. You see how reflective it is. It's making the camera go dark. It's reflecting light back at it. All right, for the burst mode here, I'm gonna go ahead and charge this battery up for ultra bright turbo mode. All right, that'll charge this guy to make sure it's fully loaded before we wire it up. Metal case will be heatsink. That's what I'm thinking too. I have the big metal heatsink that I used the last time we did one of these. And I'm thinking about using that again. At the very least, I should strap the back panel to be metal so that it can draw heat away from these guys. Let me see what I've got as far as, like, metal plate. I mean, I could use this giant mild steel plate. It weighs a shitload. It's so fucking heavy. I probably shouldn't use that. I have this giant sheet steel. Okay, hang on. You know, to size this up with the thing, we can use the back panel of the LCD. Alright, so we should probably do something like this, layered on top of each other. And I have this big piece of sheet steel, so what I'm thinking we do, I'm gonna have to fucking beat it into place or something. Or like, maybe I could get like a angle grinder or a Dremel and like score like a mark and then bend it that way. I think I could probably score it with an angle grinder, honestly. Bend it into a wedge so it like these ends face up like this, and then stick the panel on the front and then secure it to the metal so that it all works together, right? man. The light mode monitor, when the rest of the world collapses, this shit's surviving the apocalypse. It's knocking all the shit off the shelves. Alright, but it worked. Alright, there's one bin. And bounce. There we go. Maybe I should put something under it so I don't drill directly into my desk. Not like it matters. There's a ton of drill holes in the desk. Wow, that was right on top of the other one. I could use these M screws, but I don't know. I feel like that's not durable enough given how big the holes in the panels are. Alright, that's pretty good, I feel like. That's pretty fucking bright. I think we're gonna be fine with it being bright enough. This poor, nice desk is getting so fucked up from all the stuff I'm doing on it. Let me get some, hang on, let's get some duct tape. Or sorry, some constructive adhesive. Okay. This needs to come like out the bottom of the screen because this is gonna be secured like this. So this is how I'm thinking we do this. Let's get top parts secured first. Disregard this taped together, okay? This is professional. I pray this piece of shit still works. So do I. This is how old TVs worked? No. This is how LCDs worked. I guess if you're really young, LCDs are older, but CRTs worked differently. They had a electron beam. You have that Christmas light? I have more than just that. We could also add more reflective shit inside of it. It is bright! It's bright as shit. I don't know if you can tell in the light. It is bright as hell for like an LCD. It's because you can see all the LEDs behind it. Alright, we're working. It's bright as hell. It hurts to look at when it's like this, particularly. Need to diffuse? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking as well. We can take the diffuser off the original backlight and just smack it onto this new one. Still not gonna be perfect, but it'll make it look a little bit better than this. Alright, here we go. Diffusion panel, baby. I think it's probably gonna look like shit, actually, now that I'm looking at it a little more critically. Alright, hang on a second. Display. It just looks slightly less shit. It's still a really bright LCD, but I feel like it's not doing a whole lot here. I want to see what it's doing to the rest of the room. Hang on a second. You want to see that? Let me turn it around. This is why I added it on this thing, so I could do this easier. We're currently in the world's darkest dark mode. Now, it's really hard to make out anything at all on here, but let's kick it into the world's lightest light mode. Holy shit! That's the brightest crab rave I've ever seen in my life. Flashbang, turn us back to dark mode. For reference, this is a normal LCD screen light, and this is like a bright one. This is the Giga Light mode. Alright, hang on a second. That's like the darkest mode that is still somewhat, like, readable. You can get a very dim vision of what's going on. And if we check it into the brightest brights, we should be able... Yeah, there we go, baby. We want to see it? Okay, I don't know how bright it's gonna show up to you. It's really fucking bright to see it here. It's also not very well dispersed. So the center is ultra bright, and the edges are not so much. But you know, you take what you can get. Default themes. Switch on to light theme. Let's see what we do. Holy shit, it's hideous. Why would you ever browse it like this, dude? It's... I'm being fucking blinded, man. Look how much is being put up by... Oh, look, comparison. It's literally like... This is normal light mode. And then this... Let's see, can you tell it getting brighter when I switch it on? You totally can! It blocks out so much on the dark mode, man. It blocks out so much. Holy shit. I didn't realize it was that much. Hang on a second. You know what I'm gonna try to do here? I'm gonna try to take out the diffuser. The diffuser is definitely cucking me out of some potential blindness. Get this shit out of here. Get this weak shit out of here. Alright, hang on. Oh my gosh. That's pretty bright. Check out when I hit the light mode. Ah! Turn that off. It's gonna burn a fucking hole in it. Dude, it's hilarious that it really is that much different without even needing to flip the gimmick switch. Note the difference. Here's dark, here's light. Dark, light. Oh my gosh. She's a beaut. You know, I was originally gonna make it so the lights in the room went out and turned back on, and that's kind of cool. But, I don't know, I feel like this one, the flashbang is kind of enough on its own. Okay, that's pretty bright. This with the bright mode. Jeez. It's literally like, it's like unreadable. You can actually still read dark mode. Dark mode is like navigatable, but when you switch it to light, holy shit, man, it's so fucking bright. Give that off. Turn those lights off!